Go. All right, and we're recording. So welcome everybody to our One Team Leadership Call. If you have never been a part of any of the One Team universities or other series that we've done, this is very similar. So if you're jumping on, you kind of know what to expect. If you're new, I am just going to share briefly the vision of our One Team leadership. And that is bringing different leaders from all over Isagenix together to share their resources, their passion, their energy, and their training. And as we do that, we're going to see new leadership growing up through our teams, and it's going to be really, really beautiful. I love that at Isagenix, we have this one team philosophy, this family environment, where we really collaborate because we know that if you're successful, we're successful. If you're having great results and creating amazing product users, that looks good for everybody, right? And so the better you do, the better we do. And we truly believe that. So this is proof of that. And I'm so glad that you guys have joined us. And just so you know, these calls will be on Monday nights at this time, and they will be recorded and posted on a YouTube channel. And we will share that link. So whoever invited you, make sure you get the link from them so you can go and check out not only these recordings, but other trainings that we've done in the past, and then all the ones that will be in the future. All right. So with that being said, I hope it's okay if I start this off by sharing a little bit about my story, and then I'm going to be introducing another incredible leader. And then at any moment, we're not exactly sure when because she's a little bit busy, but we have the honor tonight of having one of the owners and founders of Isagenix, Kathy Coover, who will be jumping on the call for at least 10 minutes to just share some of her love and wisdom. And before she jumps on, because her time is so valuable, I want to just share a few things about her. And when she does get on, we're going to let her go. All right, everybody good at that? Okay, so it has been an honor to align myself, and I know that I speak for all the leaders here on this call, to align myself with a woman who shares all of my same values. Because I couldn't join just any company. And I'm sure many of you feel that same way. I needed to align myself with a company that not only is doing real good in the world, like truly making a mark, but is leaving a legacy and has my same values. And the more that I've gotten to know of Kathy Coover, the more I understand that she truly is on the same path as me. And I feel so lucky to be partnered with her. You know, as I learned her story about, you know, herself rising to the top of 3 different network marketing companies and doing what we're doing now, the grunt work, right? All this work that we're doing to rise and to help others. Like, she's been here, she's done that. And she rose to the top of 3 different companies. It also helps me appreciate that she also has been on the other side of that, not just the success, but the hard work. And the in-between of waiting and trying to find the right company and trying to do the right thing for her people. And I love and respect that so much. And when she started Isagenix, I'm sure all of that came into play. All of those thoughts were on her heart as she started Isagenix. And when she says that she wanted to start a company that did it right, I know she means it. And I'm so, so grateful, again, like I said, to partner with her. So she's going to be on the call in a little while, and we are truly honored to, like I already shared, but also to be in a company where the owners would do this, where she takes so much time out of her life when she has already paved the way for her family and her own personal legacy, but she's here to help us create a legacy. She's here to help this company continue moving forward. So we are so blessed to have her. So anyway, guys, I am Trisha Wilkins, and I love Isagenix. As so many leaders have said at recent events, I am Isagenix. Isagenix came into my life and fit perfectly with all the goals and ambitions I had. Have any of you ever wanted, you know, to check off all the boxes of like your future, like be a coach, be a nurturer, you know, be a good friend, be successful, help others, be a part of athletics or nutrition or sports? Like, I don't know if any of those things resonated with you. I'm sure there's a lot of different things that resonate with you. But for me, Isagenix was just like check, 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 check on my boxes. And it's incredible because it was exactly what I was always looking for. And yet I had always, until Isagenix felt like a square hole, like a square peg in a round hole, as they say, right? And so I joined 6 years ago. I was looking for health. Raise your hands if any of you joined for products for health, right? I joined Isagenix for health, and many of you might know my story, but at the time, 6 years ago, I was broke. We had lost our home. We had really suffered through the economy crash in 2008, 2009. We were broke. We were struggling. I had 3 babies during those years between 2008 and 2013. And I not only was broke, but I was just like mentally tapped out. All right, mamas, you guys know what I'm talking about. I was exhausted and stressed, and I had gained a lot of weight in the process of all that had happened. And I found myself sitting next to my husband and watching as he broke down. This man that never shows any emotion, he completely broke down because he saw what was happening to me. And he also knew what was happening to our family, and he didn't know what to do. He wasn't given the tools to figure this out, right? When plan A doesn't work out. And so we were both kind of in this place. And Isagenix came at that time when I was praying so hard for a solution and for an answer. I was on Pinterest. I was looking for the jobs. I was looking for stay-at-home stuff. I was looking for health. I was trying to figure out all these different solutions. And who would have known that all my answers would come in one brown box? Like, who would have known, right? But it did. And I started Isagenix, and not only did I start releasing the weight and feeling incredible, but my heart, my soul, my life, like I just came alive. It was like I was that dormant rocket that was just looking for the rocket fuel, and it entered my life, and it's been so beautiful, guys. I'm so grateful for this journey. We became multiple 6-figure earners with Isagenix, with the resource and the tools that we are going to be sharing with you. And I'm living this life of hope and of courage. I heard today somebody say, if you have courage and faith and humility, you can do anything. And I truly, truly believe that. I do have the courage to keep moving forward. And I hope that you can find that too as you join us. I do have the faith in this company and the ability that we have to change others' lives. And I do have the humility to learn. And I hope that you guys are here to learn with us, because that's what we're going to be doing. All right. So with that being said, I would love to, I know Nicole is on here. I'm looking for you, Nicole, in this like Brady Bunch view thing. There you are. So Nicole, you're going to go, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on speaker view so that we can see you better.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Trisha. First of all, I want to honor each of the women that are here that have decided to link arms and collaborate with each other. You guys, it's not every day that you can find people that do not or are not financially linked to each other, but are willing to work side by side with other women that are strong, like powerful, amazing women that don't have to compete, but they collaborate. And that is something that like warms my heart beyond anything, really, truly, because this is about relationships. What we do is relationship building. And if you can't build a relationship with just about anybody, then why are we doing this? We should be supporting and loving and uplifting each other. So I'm so honored to be here. I'm so honored that I was asked to be a part of this group, because these are some incredible, incredible people. For those of you that don't know me, I've been a part of Isagenix a little more than 5 years. I was very hesitant to everything. So I too started for the healthy benefits, obviously the products, and I was very resistant to network marketing. I had tried, like dabbled in Arbonne, and I kind of like almost fell into some success with that, but I wasn't really trying. And I had just gotten a bad taste for just the overall feeling of what I was doing, and I just didn't want to be a part of it. So I'm one of those people who said no many, many, many times. So one of my key takeaways that I really want you to hear is, if someone says no, that does not mean that they won't come around. I said no to the products for 15 months, and I said no to the business for over a year. So just because someone's not ready right now, don't think that sometime in their life they won't reach out to you and say, hey, you know, I know you've reached out to me several times, but I think I'm ready to get started. Being in now almost 6 years, I will tell you that I've had that happen many times. I've had people watching for 4, sometimes 5 years that have finally reached out and said, okay, I you know, this thing that you're doing, I've been watching, I'm ready. So that is going to be one of my biggest takeaways for you tonight is don't Don't set them aside and think that they're just not going to be there. Go love on them. Keep them in your sights. Be there for them when they are ready, not when you want them to be ready. That is so huge. So I really, again, I was just kind of falling into place. I didn't try to build a business in the beginning, but I did have people asking me what I was doing. And we teach our teams that, right? Like, just be a product of the product, and people will definitely end up asking you about it. And when they do, you can learn how to eat for free. I like to show people that right up front, but not everyone's going to do that, and that's okay. But I did fall into this. I hit director without really building, by just having people ask me what I was doing and kind of start getting involved. And once I hit 2-star executive, I was like, oh, okay, this is amazing. I'm helping other people. I'm helping my family. I don't have to be away from my family as much. This is awesome. And then I just took off from there. So just like Trisha, we've been able to earn multiple 6 figures over the years. And I cannot tell you how grateful I am for this company, how grateful I am for the people that are on our team, and the training and support that we do get from our corporate office. It's like no other. And we are so excited to really just fill the gaps that you might be having in your business right now. If you're here, this is about business. We are not, we're not talking products. We're not talking, how to use the products. This is how to help your people get paid. That's what we're here for. So if you're here hoping that we're going to teach you, the products, that's not what this is. This is real life talk about, let's help people change their financial blueprint, right? That's what we're here for. So we are super pumped up to do that. And so just want each of you to have massive success in your own business. So for me, my biggest takeaway will be that no matter what happens, stay above the line. Susan Slide did a really good training about staying above the line. Keep yourself above the negativity. If anything happens, we all have bad days. Remember that it has nothing to do with you. Stay with your mindset as positive as you can so you can move forward every single day. Fail forward, move forward, stay in action. One of the quotes, and it's funny that Trisha shared this because we didn't talk about things that we would be necessarily sharing, but I heard this today and I love, love, love it. It says, leaders don't stay stuck. Leaders take action to overcome. And that speaks volumes to me, because there have been many times that I've had wall kicking moments and that I have felt stuck. And, I really, truly believe if you haven't wanted to quit, that you aren't working hard enough. You're not putting enough into this business, because it's gonna come. But if you are not ready for it, it can just take your feet out from underneath you. So leaders don't stay stuck. Leaders take action to overcome. It's really, really such a big part of what's kept me going. And I've lost my way sometimes, but I always get back on track. I really do. 6 years almost, there's bound and determined to be some bumps in the road, but I love this company. I love what it stands for. And I'm so grateful to be a part of it. And
Wonderful.
Are you introducing the next person?
No, hello, Kathy's on. So we're going to have her jump on right now. Thank you so much,
Kathy. You're welcome.
All right, Kathy, we actually already introduced you, and I just talked a lot about you. So we want to respect your time tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to go ahead and just let you do your thing, because that's what you do best. Let's see, where's she at? Hold on, guys. And let's see. I know I saw her. Kathy, I think you're muted.
Oh, I was muted.
There you go.
Okay, sorry about that. I was muted. But anyway,
No worries.
It's great to see all your faces, Sybil and Robert, and oh my gosh, of course, Trish. Just great to be on the call tonight. And Trish asked me to share a little bit about what's going on, some excitement in Isagenix. And I'll tell you what, if you were at our headquarters, your head would be swimming with all the new things we're bringing to you in 2020, but we're bringing them out early. We aren't waiting to New Year's kickoff. Tomorrow we have the bone broth coming. I'm having my little bone broth here right now. Will make everybody jealous, but it is absolutely delicious. The CBD oil's coming. And then of course in the middle of November, we have some things for new things for our vegan family that we're very, very excited about. We're upgrading all of our products right now. You would not believe it. It is unbelievable what's happening right now. Because, you know, when we started this company 17 years ago, things are changing. Food technology has changed. The way people think are changing. What people want are changing. So we are adapting right now, full force. So you're going to see a lot of new things coming with new packaging, new design, really to show you what's in the product itself. Even with the bone broth, you'll be able to see the kind of the new look and feel. It's very, very exciting. And Eric's really leading that charge, and a lot of our team that have been with us for a long time. So we're gearing up for New Year's kickoff, and I'm telling you, this event will sell out. It is actually my very, very favorite event because it's smaller, it's more intimate, and it's in our hometown, right there in Arizona. You can come to the corporate headquarters. You'll be able to meet all of our staff, and we have some incredible trainers that are going to be really pouring their hearts out for all of you. We have some new enhancements coming that are so exciting. We never stand still. So if I were in your shoes right now, I would be preparing for the new year. And how I would be preparing for the new year is really going back to all your personally enrolled people, or even if they're not your personally enrolled people, the people you're working with, and really tell them that you're setting your goals in your sight for 2020, and that this is your year to take your business to the next level, and you've thought of them. I mean, I really believe in voice texting. I don't believe in emails or just texting because they don't have any emotion, but your voice has emotion. So you could just say, look, I'm taking my business to the next level. I thought about you. If you're interested, text me back as soon as possible. I want to set up a time for you so we can set up your game plan. Because right now, November is where you should be setting up your success for next year. You're not going to wait to New Year's kickoff. You know, that's the end of January. You need to have your captains in row. You need to have all your people. Who's going to be rank advancing? What rank are you going to be at New Year's kickoff? Just get ready to go. And it's also a good time to go back to all your new customers and your associates and share with them all the amazing things that we're doing, the new product, the BIA product. I mean, we're selling 1,000 cases a day of that. That is just a winner for us. It really is. And it's 11% of the new orders are coming in from new people. So if you're not talking about it, you are missing out if you haven't tried it. It is so wonderful and it's good for you. So, I mean, it's a good time to reactivate some of your people. And, you know, timing is everything. Some people may have jumped into Isagenix and it wasn't the right time. And now may be the right time. There's so many people looking for additional income streams. And now's the time people are thinking about their New Year's resolutions. They're thinking about their health goals. They're thinking about their business goals. And so you need to set the pace for your team. The speed of the leaders, the speed of the pack, and lift people up. If you've been in a little bit of a slump, let's get out of the slump. Let's move forward and let's go. Because now is the time. You know, you can be setting up your new class for 2020. There's so many people just out there waiting for you to tell them about Isagenix. And we really have a new story to tell, new excitement to tell. And this is the year. This is the year for us to crush it, and for all of you to crush your goals. And if you're a little discouraged, don't be discouraged. I mean, what I tell people, if you're not where you want to be, just think about what you have. That is your base. That's your residual income. That's your gold. Now, what if you went out and you got another 20 people to run with you? Boom, you can accelerate your growth. I mean, when I was building, I had to keep building. This is a business. And there's no business out there that you can just build for 1 or 2 years and then say, oh, I'm done. It doesn't work. Maybe you can take a couple of weeks off, a month off, if somebody gets sick or whatever, but you need to treat it like a business and it will act like a business. And what I can tell you is don't be afraid to talk about the business. I mean, I can't believe some people tell me they're afraid to talk about the business. There's so many people looking to get out of debt. They're looking to pay off their house payments, their car payments. They're looking to do all those things. And this could be their vehicle, and they're just waiting for you to tell them. So I've never been so excited, and I'm excited for tomorrow for you to be able to experience some of these new things, but pay attention because it's going to keep on coming all the way through December. And if you see Dr. Josh Plant, give him a high five and tell him, thank you, Dr. Josh, because he is just working miracles at our office. So Trish, I don't know if you have anything else you want me to cover, but.
Kathy, will you share a little bit about our Wellness Wednesday we have coming up on November 13th?
Yes, I don't know who's going to, I know we're doing them at the office, and you need to pack the house. I'm just telling you. If whoever, do you know who's doing it, Bethany? I'm not sure.
Tanya and Jeremy are doing it.
Oh, okay, great. Well, I mean, you need to know how to edify them, to really build them up and to edify them and just say, look, you've got to come meet this couple. They've changed their life physically and financially with Isagenix. It's only an hour presentation. It's right in your backyard. Pack the house. Last time, I think we had quarters of the room full, but it should have been totally packed. And Dr. Josh will be there too to really help solidify the event. So it's right there in your back office. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of the tours on Friday. I mean, we have so many amazing leaders and, in our company, and this is right there for all of you. So thank you, Bethany, for being on the call tonight. Thank you, Trish. Thank you, all of you wonderful people. And I'm looking forward to seeing some of your goals and your plans. And you all of you are so amazing. You never cease to amaze me.
Thank you so much, Kathy. It means a lot to us to have you on, and we are very, very excited. And I love, like, when you talk, I just get more and more fired up. So thank you for bringing that to us.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm so excited. If you knew what I knew, you'd be even more. So,
well, just tell us then. Tell us, Kathy.
I know. Well, I've given you a lot of little hints. But one of them I'm very excited about is our Replenish is going to be, oh my God.
The new Hydrate flavors?
The Hydrate.
Mm-hmm.
So good. I'll just say my favorite's the coconut, but it is unbelievable when there's no sugar in it, and more B vitamins, more everything, and it's coming in all these flavors. It's so good.
See, I told you guys, if we just keep her talking, she'll just share more and more.
Yeah, it's fun. I love
so excited about the coconut.
Oh, the coconut. Oh, wait till you taste it. Oh, so good. If you like coconut water, you're going to love that.
Awesome. Awesome.
All
well,
right. Well, you have
so
the rest of your meeting. I got to go. This is Monday night. It's like I'm on the circuit tonight. It's fun. All right. You have a great meeting.
Thank you so much, everybody. Okay. Give her your love.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Love you guys. See you soon.
All right. I mean, come on, guys. This is the company that we work with. It is so awesome. Gosh, I'm excited. And I love Bethany, the coconut. Heck yeah. Okay. All right.
So
So let's keep rolling, guys. We've got this energy. So we want to do a little challenge this week. I think I already shared that we're doing these every single Monday, guys. You guys can put these in your calendar so you have no excuses why you're not on these calls, because we want your bodies on the call. We want to see you, okay? The recordings are great, but we want to see you. And in order to rise up as leaders, like, we really need to invite people to be on these calls so they have the opportunity to learn too, right? And the beauty of this, just really quick, guys, the beauty of this is that other people get to train your people. And that is awesome. Like, that is the best thing in the world, right? So get people on these calls and let us help you, all right? Let us help you. Okay, so our challenge this week is enrollments. We really want to focus on enrolling. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I have had so many people reach out to me about the BIA, and they're not on my team. They're on other people's teams, but other people are not talking about it enough. So they see me and they reach out to me, and I'm like, awesome. And then I find out they're already enrolled, already great customers. I'm like, okay, so you should talk to your sponsor and they'll help you figure it out. Right? So let's talk about what we have, because Kathy's right. This stuff is exciting. With the product releases happening tomorrow, and I know Sybil's going to talk about that later, so I'm not going to give too much away, but with the product releases happening tomorrow, this is the perfect week to really talk about enrollments. because people are excited and they're curious if you're creating that curiosity. All right, so that is the challenge this week. We're all going to focus on that. And we have so many tools available to us, and the girls are going to continue talking. I'm going to give the time over to, who's next? Bethany, or Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie's next. And so we're going to have Anne-Marie share, and let's keep talking about, you know, what we're doing to help with our enrollments this week.
Hello, everybody. I'm thankful I don't have to follow Kathy up. Trisha jumped in there, because wasn't she just amazing? How awesome is that she was on our call? So for those of you that don't know me, I'll just share my little story quickly. I've been with Isagenix for 6 years, and like Nicole, when I started, I was very skeptical. I didn't talk about what I was doing. I had two little kids at home, 2 under the age of 2, and I just needed something to get me back, because I was on the couch, I was miserable, I was overweight, and I was stuck. So I quickly released 34 pounds and 46 inches, and I was like, whatever I'm doing, I'm not stopping. Fast forward to today, I obviously haven't stopped. I'm growing an awesome team all over the country and the world, and a few of them are on the call tonight, so hey, everybody. And so I'm just going to talk a little bit about, I'm going to touch on what Kathy said about talking to new people and having them hear your voice. But I also want to talk to people that maybe have their business going for a little bit and going into your back office, and I use an app called Hit 'em Up. So if you go into your back office and you go into your reports, you can find your current users. You can find your current users who are not actively ordering, and that's what I do. I have them separated, and I go in and I update them. And then the people that are no longer ordering that are terminated. So when we do product launches, especially tomorrow with that holiday gift giving guide, it's such an easy way to reach out to those people that are already within your team, within your business organization. Now, when Kathy said, when people hear your voice, I mean, it's a great time to get on your list and invite new people into your business to take a look and to talk to them, because when they hear you and your energy and our awesome new products that are coming out, naturally they're going to be like, okay, Anne-Marie, I want what you're having, because you're full of energy and we see you all over the place or whatever. And 6 years later, people still are like, oh, I've been watching you for 4 or 5 years. And I know Nicole talked about that, and it's true. People are watching. So I took little notes here. That's kind of what I wanted to say, to be honest with you. Use your back office list. Get on it tonight, to be honest with you. Start sending out messages after this Zoom. Don't wait. And then think about who you can invite into your business. Get that class of 2020. We're going into the new year. Like, what better time now to use the next 2 months to get new people into your organization and then have them share. So you have a whole new group of people that you can get to executive or manager or director or wherever their goals are going to be, and you could work with them. That's what I sat and did all day today. For the next few weeks of this month, because we just started November, but I feel like we're already at New Year's. And then to launch into December. December can be slow. Let's take that out of our vocabulary. Let's let December be the best month and get into the new year with our class of 2020. So tap into your current teammates. Use the Hit 'em Up app to quickly get the messages out. Make sure that they're on the product launch tomorrow, and then utilize voice messages, or heck, call them up. That's what we did, until this thing took over, and we're so easy to, just text people, because people want to hear the energy in your voice. They really do. So Trisha, Sybil, Bethany, Nicole, thank you guys so much for putting this together. I'm honored to be a part of our Tribe Time. And Nicole, you introduced it to me 1.5 years ago, and I'm forever grateful. And Kathy, I know, isn't on this call, but man, we are blessed to have such amazing leaders and owners of the company who are willing to get on calls like this. So I'm super excited for the rest of this year, and I hope to see all 56 of you on next week. In fact, let's get the number higher.
Double it.
And let's get the number higher.
Let's double it. And I'm going to go off of Anne-Marie's challenge, guys, because we have this chat box and we can use it right now. So if you guys have a great link to good verbiage, or if you have some really good verbiage of things you can send out tonight or tomorrow during the product launch, can you guys share that in the chat box? And I'm going to teach you guys something if you don't know. Over in the chat box, if you click on it, you can actually save the chat to your computer or to your phone, so that you can then use that later on, okay? So, or just take a screenshot if that's easier for you. But let's share some verbiage, okay? Because Anne-Marie asked us to do it tonight. How about if every one of us sends 2 or 3 messages tonight before you go to bed? What if we did that? Can we do that? I mean, why not?
Take out the chicken list. Go for the chicken list.
For the chicken list. All right. Okay. Who's up? I'm getting more excited. Bethany, I think.
Oh my goodness. I love seeing all these faces and all these little boxes, and I'm just so excited to be here with each and every one of you. Trisha, Nicole, Sybil, Anne-Marie, I love all of you with all of my heart, and Kathy, of course. And I'm just so humbled to be asked to be on this call with all of you. And one thing that excites me the absolute most is my enrolling sponsor is on this call. And funny story, guys. I will celebrate her someday together on stage as Isagenix Millionaires. Morningstar, just give a little wave so everybody can see you. Morningstar enrolled me 10 years ago on the products. Her and I were living in Breckenridge, Colorado, working out together, and we're really into fitness and nutrition. And she said, hey, do you guys want to do this 30-day cleanse with us? And at the time, her ex-husband was good friends with my husband. And I said, ooh, I don't know, 30 days in the bathroom, that was kind of my thought of what this 30-day cleanse was going to be. And Morningstar sent me to Isagenix.com. And so I went to Isagenix.com, did a little bit of research. I was like, wow, this looks really good. But is it like one of those things, like one of those companies? And she's like, yeah, it's a network marketing company. And I had 3 businesses at the time, and I had a 2-year-old and 5-year-old. So I said, okay, cool. Well, it took me about a month to actually agree to use the products. But I said, okay, I'm ready to, place my order, but I don't want to do the business. I just want to use the products. And she's like, okay. And by day 5, I called her and I said, what is in this stuff? Oh my gosh, I was lit up like somebody plugged me into an outlet, energy through the roof. I stopped taking naps with my 2-year-old, started sleeping through the night, and just felt really, really good. And people started asking me what I was using as well. Like they noticed a change in me. And so I really just, started organically building the business. I would, Morningstar was everything to me. She helped me. I said, these people want to learn more about the products. And so she would do her thing. And then I received this email saying I made some money. I said, wait a minute. So the more people I tell about it, the more money I earn? And she said, yep. And then she introduced me to Robert Arthur, who is also on the line here, and Joy, his beautiful wife. But that initial position that Morningstar was in her ex-husband's name. So 5 years went by. She was still a product user, ordering under her husband's name, but she was ready to start building the business because she had seen what I had turned around to do with the business. And I'll never forget that phone call. She called me and she said, you have to enroll me in ongoing consultant today. So I enrolled her, and she is now one of my consultants. And she is an amazing person. And I just love the fact that she's here in this call because she's ready to really start sharing this gift of Isagenix with people. So Morningstar, it's so great to have you here. And she was messaging me privately saying, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be here. I love the energy of this call. So that's a little bit about me and my story. It's been 10 years now since I've been in Isagenix. I since sold my businesses. I went full-time with Isagenix, just impacting lives as much as I possibly can, and have partnered up with all of these beautiful women that are hosting this call along with me, and of course my incredible team that's on here as well. And I'm just really looking forward to what's next and what's going to come out of these calls each week. And just keep in mind that every week is going to be something different for each of you. We're going to give you actionable items. We're going to give you challenges. This is a business building leadership call that will help you probably in more aspects of your life than you even realize at the moment. I would like to give you just a quick little tip or pointer of something that I would recommend for all of you. For those of you that do have a customer base within Isagenix or friends that you have already enrolled in Isagenix, if you grab your iPhone, for those that have iPhones, and open up the voice memo app. We all have it on our phone. It's automatically added on your iPhone. There's a voice memo app. So like Kathy was saying, she likes people to be able to hear her voice. And I agree with that 100%. So the easiest way that I talk about product launches is I open up the voice memo app and I create a little memo that's kind of generic. Hey, it's Bethany. I am so excited to share something with you. tomorrow Isagenix is launching 2 brand new products, our CBD peppermint oil and our collagen bone broth. You can log into your back office as early as, I believe it's 9 a.m. Arizona time, 9 a.m. Mountain time, and order it for yourself. I'd be happy to help you. Place your order. If you need any help, let me know. And if you send that voice memo through Facebook Messenger, it literally just looks like you sent an audio through Facebook Messenger, if you've ever done that. If you send it through text, it comes up a little bit weird. So I like to send it through Facebook Messenger, and it just looks like it's me talking to them. So it's really, really a great way to hit the masses and to do it quickly. And like Anne-Marie, great tips from Anne-Marie and Nicole and Trisha. And I know that Sybil's gonna just, you know, leave us with some powerful things. I'm not sure what she's gonna talk about, but thank you so much, everybody. And I'm really looking forward to just continuing these calls each week with all of you.
Beautiful. And I hope it's okay, Sybil. I'm looking at the time. If I can just really quickly share my tip. I might have forgotten to do that. So my tip, guys, and this is really close to my heart and very meaningful right now. You know, this weekend I really set some big goals, and I reached out to these beautiful women, and leaders act, leaders get into action, and leaders say yes. And these women all said yes to joining and collaborating with this. And I'm so grateful for you girls for doing that. But the reason why I did it is because community and culture is everything. Like, our community is everything. I have this quote on my wall that says, environment is stronger than willpower. And a lot of people, they don't like that quote because they say, no, I can do anything that I set my mind to. And it's true, but your environment is so powerful. And so my tip for you guys is to keep doing this. Like, plug into the places that are going to light you on fire. Plug into the places that are going to make you feel safe and help you have that courage that you need. And they're going to teach you the tools and the skills to do this, but also give you the permission to do it, right? Because we have an incredible culture. And when you show up, you don't feel like the weirdo. Like, you're like, yeah, I belong. And like, more people need to come into this. And that is what's so beautiful. So set yourself up for success by changing your environment. And in those moments where you just feel like, I just don't want to do this, or I can't do this, or I don't want to send the messages out, I just want to go watch Hulu, you know, like, change your environment, because that environment is not successful in that moment, right? So change your environment. Go to the park, take your kids out, go to Starbucks, go to the gym, and then sit in the lobby of the gym and work. Like, just change your environment and don't stand still, because that is when we will kind of crumble. All right, that's my hot tip for tonight, and it's really personal because it's what I'm doing. All right.
I love that, Trisha. Can I just ask one thing? Yeah. I'm not even sure if we've mentioned anywhere yet on the call. Have we mentioned that none of us 5 women are financially linked?
We haven't mentioned that.
So I just want you guys to really hear that, because I think it's super powerful. In network marketing, you know, it's pretty, I don't want to say uncommon, but it kind of is. I think that Isagenix, like Trisha was talking about, our culture and our community, we all work together, even though none of us are financially linked. We all just want to uplift one another. We all want each other to succeed. And mainly because if Trisha succeeds, that means we're helping the world be a better place. You know, we're helping impact lives. And so for all of us to join forces and come together and to do this call and to be able to help train each other's teams, I think is super powerful as well. I want to say thank you, because my team call was Monday nights at this time. And I love that we're now doing the one team call at the same time my team call was, because I want my team to learn from each of these powerful women, not just from me. And I just feel like they're going to take away so much more. So I just had to share that little part as well.
Awesome. So beautiful. Thank you, Bethany. Sybil, where are you?
Right here. Hi, you guys. I will take it away, and I'm so excited to be able to pick up where these guys are leaving off, because community is probably one of my most passionate topics to talk about. And I think actually that's really what brought us all together. So I, first of all, really wanted to thank all of you for joining tonight. And I'm really hoping that this Zoom can be about personal development, growth. Of course, the business will be dripped in there a lot, especially when it's my segment. But I think that it's really important to remember that it is really important to keep on growing yourself. And there's so many of us that probably could be stuck if it weren't for these other amazing leaders that we linked arms with probably a little over a year ago now. And I'm so thankful for that because I love working with people. I think I was put on this planet for one reason, and that was to be around other humans. And I just love it. There's just energy. There's collaboration. I don't have to come up with everything because these leaders have got their own creative juices and ideas. And so I really want to thank you all again. And I'll let you guys all in on a little secret. This Zoom was planned probably about 24 hours ago. And the ironic part about it was every single one of us that was asked to join Trisha on this call said yes. And we were on a planning Zoom call within 45 minutes of that initial text. So that's the kind of people that you're dealing with here. You're dealing with committed people, you're dealing with motivated people, you're dealing with heart-led leaders. And that whole one team philosophy is something that I'm extremely passionate about. My mission my mission statement is the more people having success with Isagenix will lead to more people having success with Isagenix, which will lead to more people having success with Isagenix, which might lead people to your door or to your inbox or to your phone or to your text or to your messenger. And I think it would be really cool to be in this company the day that we actually have people lining up on our doorstep because they found out that we have the BIA that's changing the planet, or we have the bone broth that's changing the planet, or we have the CBD oil that everybody wants but can't get a hold of. I was a part of a previous network marketing company where they actually had to put a recruiting freeze. Like we could not get the starter packs out fast enough. So everybody just had to stop enrolling and the company had to just get all of the starter packs out. So when they relaunched and allowed recruiting, everybody was given like 1,000 names to contact. Would that not be so cool for us all to be a part of? And we have the power to do it, but it does take a voice. And it takes a lot of like-minded people out there promoting things the way that they should be promoted and sharing things the way that they should be shared and not holding stuff to yourself, not keeping it to yourself, because that's just flat out selfish, quite honestly. I don't know another nicer way of saying it, but I'm so thankful that, the person who enrolled me didn't keep it to herself. She put it on social media and I just happened to see it. And I contacted her about it and she invited me to a tasting. And within the next 2 weeks, we were having a tasting here. So that's a really cool concept that we actually got from our previous company, which was a party plant company. But it's all about just getting it into people's homes. So if you want to hear a little story about me, I didn't come to Isagenix because of the product. I didn't know a darn thing about protein. I didn't know a darn thing about whey. I didn't know a darn thing. I didn't even really know what the term supplement meant. One of my girlfriends, after I invited her to that tasting 2 weeks after I was in Isagenix, said, "Is this supplements?" And I was like, no, it's not. And she was like, I did a little research and it's supplements. And I was like, okay, well then it's supplements. Come on over. But I was looking for a business. And I had been a part of a previous company that I just mentioned where we did a lot of cooking in front of a lot of people. So cooking demos, I was with that company for 23 years and it was great, but we only got paid when I went out and did these cooking shows. So even though I put blood, sweat, and tears, I was carrying cookware and stones and pretty much just catering ladies' night out events at people's homes. I thought I was being paid really well. I was an executive in that company, and there were only 49 of us. So it was a big company, owned by Warren Buffett. So that was really a reputable thing to be a part of. But the comp plan didn't pay us unless we worked, unless we were out doing shows. And that particular year, my father fell ill. My father fell ill in Idaho. I live in Chandler. So I was on an airplane about every 11th day, staying up there at his bedside in ICU, and really watched my father die. So on the way home from his funeral, I made a decision that I was going to be a part of a health and wellness company, because I realized how many people were in the hospital. Job security, folks. I mean, people aren't getting healthy. They're getting more sick. Wouldn't you all agree? So knowing that I wanted to continue building a business, I decided to go into a business that I knew would be around forever. And I shopped comp plans. Isagenix happened to be the best one for me. So I saw a girlfriend, losing some fat on social media, and wouldn't you know, she was part of Isagenix. And again, it was right here in my backyard. I live about, 5 miles from corporate. So that's very, very exciting. But I've always had a business mind. I've always had a marketing mind. I've always been a really out of the box girl. And so it really suited me perfect to come into this company and do exactly what I've been doing in the previous company, which was bringing people along. If they came up to me and said, Sybil, I want to do this business with you, I want to do this with you, they were doing our business. So nothing has changed in my brain. When people come into Isagenix, the first thing that we talk about is them getting their products paid for. So we talk about day 15, they're going to enroll their spouse and their mother, or their spouse and their best friend, their sister, anybody that they love. They've got to get them a part of this amazing opportunity. And I don't know if many of you know this, but there is a time sensitivity issue involved in when you enroll, and when you enroll your spouse, and when you enroll your kids. The second person that I ever enrolled was my daughter. She was a senior in college, and to this day, she's pretty dang happy that mommy put her in when I did, because she sits back and collects about $500 to $700 every Monday. That's because she enrolled the first week I was part of this company. So I've really and truly been able to see firsthand how our comp plan works. She doesn't have to work very hard. She definitely did come in at the right time, right when I enrolled, and we're really, really moving quickly. The organization is growing pretty fast, and you don't have to be the only one that contributes to all of the business volume that rolls up to you. But if my daughter came on this week, she probably wouldn't be making that kind of money. So in a very, very black and white example, I want you to know how important and how time sensitive it is to get people enrolled as soon as you're enrolled, especially your spouse. My husband didn't get enrolled as quickly as my daughter, so he doesn't have the same financial benefits that she has just yet. Now, he's been ordering and ordering all of these years and all of these months, but it's pretty exciting to know that he's way, way up there. So I hope that you guys are grasping that. And if that is a concept that is, flying right over your head, you're in the right place, because we are going to be talking a little bit more, I'm sure, as the weeks come, about compensation. But I'm passionate about it. And tomorrow, with the launch of bone broth and some other products, I actually have them here, you guys. Products. She called it, what did Kathy call it? It was one of our original names of this stuff.
She keeps
called
calling it replenish.
Yeah,
She drank it for so many years.
Hydrate. But anyway, and I'll show you guys, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of something really cool. But I think it's really important to know that tomorrow could be a huge day. Tomorrow could be a huge enrolling day. And a lot of people who don't have the business mind and the team building mind. They just see it as a day that they're just going to reach out and collect orders and reach out and try to stimulate orders. But how about if you stimulated with our new products actual enrollments? Because what is an enrollment? Does 100 BV constitute an enrollment? And the bone broth and the CBD oil, I know the CBD oil has a pretty high BV equivalent. So when a person wants to purchase those sort of things, get them over 100 BV and bring them in with a wholesale membership. And that's all that you have to say. We're going to get you the deepest discount. You're going to enroll with these products that you want anyway. And if they're within a few BV of 100, you've got to upsell them. I'm sorry, but I'm going to use the term. You've got to get them the deepest discount by getting them a wholesale account. And sometimes spending $29 to get the wholesale membership pays for itself in the savings that they don't have to pay full price, right? So it's really important to just think out of the box. And tomorrow is the day that you're going to enroll those people that have been talking to you about wanting to come on with a shake. Well, reach out to them and have them get their shake along with the other new products. Get them up to 100 BV and get them their wholesale account. And you guys are following me, right? Like the $29 for a membership on a 100 BV order is still going to pay for itself because they're not going to have to pay pretty much double retail for the products, right? So that's really a hard one to grasp, but it's really important. And if you want to just use the example of a Costco membership, you can't even buy some of those products if you don't have a Costco membership. So I know earbuds are available at Costco at wholesale, and I think that they're usually like $150. You can get them at Costco sometimes for like $80. So the Costco membership itself is worth that discount, right? Because that's the delta between retail and what Costco is selling them for. It's the same thing here, you guys. You just really have to grasp the thought of allowing your friends and family to save some dough. But it's also really important to understand that when you do that, you're blessing your entire organization. So this is not just a selfish move that you're making by bringing people in so that you can, have more enrollments. Everybody wins. They win with a wholesale account. The entire organization wins based on how many people you bring in tomorrow, and all of that business volume rolls up through that leg that you put them on, right? So everybody wins when it's a fast-growing, functional organization that is really, really doing some stuff, because then a month from now, another order comes in. And if that person be ordering a month later. So it's really up to you to get that information out. For the last few minutes here, do you guys want me to talk a little bit about these new products that I happen to have in my possession? Is that okay, other leaders? Yes? Okay. So I wanted...
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you're good.
Okay. So along with that, to get you guys really excited and really talking about this stuff with those people that haven't enrolled yet, maybe some of them are your family members and they need to be way, way high in your tree, I want you to notice some of the graphics here. And I want you to think about all of those kind of like earth-loving people out there. Our company has done a big, big thing with some of our rebranding, some of our new packaging, really allowing people to, and Eric mentioned it a lot, to be closer to earth. And I think it's really important to know that we're making a huge stride to really have our stuff look a little bit more natural. So you'll see a lot of more browns and more earth tones on this stuff. So this happens to be the vegetable flavor. So it doesn't necessarily have to be chicken bone broth, but that's the other flavor here, roasted chicken and herb flavor. And so if you've ever looked at bone broth or ever tasted it, it's not very good, but this stuff is good. This would be kind of like a soup. And I think that that's what Kathy was just having as she joined the call. But these are the 2 new bone broths. And Kathy already let one of the surprise out of the bag. But here's the coconut hydrate that she was talking about. So the best thing about this coconut hydrate is that it is filling that place of coconut water that everybody's goo gaga over. And that's why we launched BIA, is because that's a huge market share, is to have those energy drinks be a substitution for what people are already buying. People are already buying coconut water. This allows them to shop from their own virtual online grocery store. So the biggest, best feature of our new hydrate sticks is that you don't have to have scissors or knock a tooth out. So they are very, very easy to open. It's just it's a kind of a, like almost a wax paper or a parchment paper, but I didn't have to get in there and do any of that, but they tear off because it's, again, a different, I guess a different product that they're using to package our products. And I think based on the smoothies, the kids smoothies, we're going towards envelopes and packets instead of those big plastic canisters. We're really being conscious of our blueprint on this earth. So that's the coconut. And then here's the orange. And here's the lime. There is not grape, but do you guys want to know what there is? Be ready, okay? Holy smokes. This is exciting stuff. Blue raspberry hydrate. What? Yeah, and it's good. This is really good. This mixed with the coconut is really good too. So there's all kinds of different things, but that is taking the place of the grape, and they're all coming in these sticks. So no more canisters, easy to tear open, easy for kids to tear open. That was a big issue for Isagenix. So that is, there's 0 sugar, by the way, guys. I heard somebody say less sugar. So there's 0 grams of sugar in these sticks. So it's very exciting stuff for us tomorrow, but I really wanted to open your eyes to what you can do when we are launching these new products. Always look at that as an enrolling opportunity. If you have new people on your team that have not gotten paid yet because they're not consultants yet, show them how they can also get their people enrolled using these new products. You're going to want them anyway, right? They're going to want them anyway. These are amazing things. So that new catalog comes out tomorrow morning. I love talking about it on social media. And you guys know that when you go live on Facebook or Instagram, it's going to get a lot more hits. And so if you're not great at sending those voice texts, just go live and try to blast it out to as many people as possible. I think it's really, really proven to work. So that's about it for me tonight. Thank you so much for letting me go over and talk a little bit more about our products. Any questions or anything else? Trisha, is there anything else we should add?
Well, if anybody has any questions, we'd love to hear from you. You can either raise your hand in the chat box or unmute yourself. But I'm just excited for the new products. I'm fired up for tomorrow, and I love the new packaging. Sybil, you just did a beautiful job of really talking about our new branding, because a lot of people have asked, why are we rebranding? And I'm sitting here going, I'm excited. Why are you asking why? Like, it looks amazing. But that was really good. I love it.
I'm glad. And you guys, these calls are going to be every Monday night at this time. And based on the numbers that we had tonight, awesome for our first call. But there's no reason that we shouldn't be doubling this call next Monday. So blast this information out. But it's just such an honor, again, to be asked to do this. So thank you to all of you for joining tonight and to be a part of this collaboration of amazing leaders.
Well, thank you, Sybil. Really quick, I think I have Mary, did you have a question you wanted to ask? Okay, or Carrie? Just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Meantime, let's just answer Ren's question about the packets versus canisters. So back in the day, Ren, when we had, well, we still have the packets versus the canisters on the shakes, I know that I've heard a statistic where it was 85% less waste with the packets. And I forget what the percentage was, more biodegradable as well. So the packets are better for our environment. So even though it seems like a whole lot more packaging, it's actually less waste and more biodegradable.
And it's going to be a big packet, like a big envelope, like the smoothies are in.
Awesome. Yeah, that's one thing to get excited about, guys, as we move into the future is, you know, I'm so grateful for Joshua Plant joining our team because he's bringing so much knowledge with him and excitement and just a new way of looking at things. And we're so blessed for others. I mean, having PETA, you know, Eric's wife, PETA Kelly, and others in our company, they've brought new eyes to us. So we're constantly looking at how can we play better in the environment? How can we impact the world better? How can we help the bodies, but also help our world that we live in? So Isagenix will continue to improve not only our products, but everything that comes with it, the boxes, the packages, everything. Okay. That's the little dry dump set. I remember doing that as a kid, right? I keep telling Eric 66 with Ionics. Fun dip Ionics. That's what I asked for. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. Please spread the word. If you haven't taken a picture, let's take a quick selfie here. Let me turn this around. Get everybody on here. Guys, get excited. If you have a camera, turn it on. I want to see your faces. If you want to unmute yourself, you can. Let's get as many people in here as possible. I'm going to turn around here and see if I can do this. I can be cool. Ready, set, get excited. Yay. All right, now I'm going to turn this around because I don't know how to do a screenshot on my computer. I'm not tech savvy.
You just hit the button that says print screen, Trisha.
Oh, you say it so like a teacher, like I'm not very smart. I heard that condescending voice that only a teacher knows. I don't know where the print button is, Bethany.
I love you. Print
all right,
screen,
guys.
Thank you so much.
Love
you all. Have a great night.
Good night.
Thanks so much, you guys. See you next Monday.